Hello and welcome to McClendon Studios, Random Thoughts and Observations. This is a meme Throwback Thursday. I'm your host, David E. McClendon Sr., and today we're going to talk about Absorbine Junior. Now, Absorbine is a horse liniment. They rub it on horses to help with their aching muscles whenever horses' muscles get tight. And it's been around for many, many years. And the people that made Absorbine found that farmers and other people that work with horses were using this Absorbine on their own muscles. And they thought, well, maybe it would be better if we made a more diluted formula of this so that it wouldn't be as caustic on humans. And so they diluted it down and came up with what was known as Absorbine Junior. Now, through the years, Absorbine Junior, which was marketed for aching muscles, people began to believe that it would kill athlete's foot fungus, and I believe it may have even been marketed for that at one point in time. It no longer is. But people also thought that it was an excellent way of dealing with insect bites, the kind that itch. Anyway, one day I was out in the little wading pool in my grandma's backyard, and I got some red bugs. Red bugs are these little bugs that get below the skin and lay their larvae under there, and then they itch. And my father decided that, well, maybe if we put some Absorbine on it, it would either kill the larvae or make them come out. And so that's what he decided to do. He got some Absorbine Junior, and one of these bites was on my scrotum, and he decided to start there. Well, that's where he started, and as soon as he touched the applicator on it, it began to burn, and it burned unmercifully. It was terrible. And then finally I got into the wading pool again to cool things down, and it made it worse. Well, my father was very apologetic. He was, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was going to hurt. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was going to burn so bad. And I forgave my father because I felt like, well, he had no way of knowing that this was going to burn until he told me this story. Years before, he had been on the football team at Newberry College, and he was there on a football scholarship actually, and one of his teammates had a round of jock itch, and he evidently did not have a cure for jock itch at the time, any way of treating it. And my father said, well, you know, Absorbine Junior is for athlete's foot. You use it for athlete's foot, and that's a fungus just like jock itch is a fungus, so it will cure that. And so the guy was desperate, and he asked my father to go ahead and help him. So my father unscrewed the cap, took the applicator completely off, and the guy laid back on the bed, and my father poured it on the guy. And the thing about Absorbine Junior is it goes on cool and smooth, and then very shortly it begins to heat up. And after a little while, it gets very hot. Well, that's what happened to this football player. My father noticed that he was in a great deal of discomfort, and he started headed toward the door. Now, back in those days, the dorms did not have central air conditioning, and it was a hot day, and they had the window open at the end of the hall. So my father ran down the hall, jumped through this window onto a lower porch roof, ran to the end of the porch roof, and then got down to the ground. Walked right past the president of the university. This guy comes running out, naked as a jaybird, hollering obscenities at my father. And the next morning, the two of them had to go to the president's office and discuss their problems of the day before, what had happened the day before with the president of the university. Well, see, I realized then when my father told me this that he had to have known that there was a problem, that he had to have known that it would burn me. But still he put it on, and I still forgive him. But now I know that he didn't always have my best interest at heart. If you like this story, give us a shout out. Either drop a note in the comment box below, or send us a email to gindeesvideos at gindeysvideos at gmail.com. That's gindeesvideos at gmail.com, gindeysvideos at gmail.com. Like this on the blog, go ahead and follow us on this blog, or if you like, please subscribe to us on YouTube, and we thank you.
This is a Federal Trade Commission required notice. When you click on an advertisement that is displayed with this video, or just before it, we receive a small commission. Sometimes, if you merely watch an ad, we receive commission. If you purchase anything by clicking on links on any of our websites, we receive a commission as well.
McClendon Studios is a participant in the Amazon Services LLC Associates Program, an affiliate advertising program designed to provide a means for sites to earn advertising fees by advertising and linking to Amazon.